What's going on, guys? So about a week ago I was ordering something on Amazon. I was just a little bit short of their $25 minimum for free shipping. So, you know, I had to go look for some fishing equipment to buy. I ended up going with the Trout Magnet. So I heard a lot of really good things about this. The name's Trout Magnet, but this works great for panfish, at least from what I've read and what I've seen. So pick this up for the first time. Let's take a quick look at it, then we'll get out there and start fishing these things. So as you can see, it comes in a nice little box. If we open this up, you'll see that it actually comes with 15 very, very small little 1/64 ounce jig heads. Now these are going to be the smallest that I have ever used. There's 5 black, 5 silver, 5 gold in there, and then 10 of each of these different little soft plastics, and all of them, if I can get this, have a little split tail right there. So this is super micro finesse, really, really small lures. Like I said, 1/64 ounce is going to be the smallest that I've ever used. And these little things are about 2 inches and really, really small. So should be perfect for panfish. If you read the back side, oh, not the back side, if you read the inside, it actually gives you 2 methods for fishing these things, either under a bobber or without a bobber. I'm not going to use a bobber. It says not to let it sink all the way to the bottom and not to jig it. Instead, just to give it kind of a slow retrieve with a 1 to 3 inch little jerk of the rod, giving it a little bit of action, but not to actually jig it like you might some larger lures. So it looks really cool, really nice presentation. I love this super, super small little container, fits right in the pocket. So let's tie one of these on and let's start fishing. All right, tied on, ready to go. Let's cast out here and steady retrieve with a couple little short jigs. Oh, there we go. Little largemouth. All right, so first fish on that little Trout Magnet, nice little bass. So let's let this one go and let's see what else we can get. All right, so a little bit out here for less than 5 minutes. The little Trout Magnet already produced a little largemouth. Now let's get back to it. Let's see what else we can get out of here. There we go. Fish on. Feels like a little one. What, is that a largemouth? Yeah. Second largemouth of the day. Let's get this guy up here. Oh, largemouth number 2. All right, second fish of the day, another little largemouth. Let's let this one go. And unfortunately, I see a lot of bluegills, a lot of red ear sunfish. They're just not going after it. So let's switch spots. Let's see if we can get into something besides a largemouth. There we go. Another fish on. It's a Mayan cichlid. Okay. These guys can pull pretty well. He's down in some weeds here. Still pulling. Back in the weeds. Come on, guy. They can pull pretty well. And for a long time, especially on this ultralight. Makes fighting them a little challenging, but that's also what makes it fun. Especially when they got a lot of open space. Over here with the weeds, tires them out a little bit quicker. Still going though. Alrighty, come on up here, guy. fish 3. All right, fish number 3. Nice mine cichlid, decent size on this one. Now let's let this one go, and again, let's try to get some of those bluegill and red ears that I've been seeing. Oh, there we go. Ooh. There's a bass down there, little guy. There we go, fish on, fish off. He's still down there. Oh, he's attacking this thing all over the place. There we go. Took 3 hits, but we got him. Fish 4, largemouth number 3. Alrighty, so this was one aggressive little guy. Made 3 casts to the same spot. He hit the same lure all 3 times right on the drop. So bass definitely seem to like this thing. Now we'll keep fishing. We'd still like to get some different kind of fish. I know there's bluegill and red ears in here. I've seen them. Just haven't been able to get them to commit to the trout magnet. But let's keep going. All right, let's pitch this thing here on this weed line, and let's see if there's anything hanging out down there. Oh, that didn't take long. That was another largemouth. Missed the hookup though. There's fish down there, I could see him. I think I gotta let this drop a little bit further. It's a super, super lightweight, 1/64 ounce. So it takes a while for it to actually sink down. There we go. On the drop. Another largemouth. Come here, guy. All right. Just like the rest of the day, another little largemouth on that trout magnet. Now this one hit literally right on the drop. I casted. I was waiting for my lure to drop down so I could give it a little bit of action, and he hit it before I got a chance to do anything with it. So the bass definitely love it, but still, let's keep going. Let's get some other fish. All right, decided to change things up a bit, went away from the natural color and went to this really unnatural kind of yellow-orange color thingy. Still after something other than a small largemouth, and hopefully not a mine cichlid either. Oh, that's a fish. Huh, didn't even feel the bite. Of course, it is another largemouth, about the same size as all the other guys. All right, so they might have to rebrand that the bass magnet, not the trout magnet, because all I've been catching are these little largemouths today. So again, we'll let this thing go. See you later, dude, and let's get back at it. All right, so if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know what I like to do. Just find an opening between some weeds, cast my lure out in the middle. Oh, that didn't take long, another bass. Cast my lure right in the middle of that weed pile, weed opening, and bring in a fish. Oh, all right. This one got a little dirtied up, but of course, another little largemouth. So I'm working my way back now around the lake, the same spots I fished before. Trying the same strategies, just finding a little opening in some weeds or some grasses, casting out, letting it drop, and then nice soft slow twitches on the way back. Cast out, give it a couple seconds to drop. Now nice slow retrieve with a nice soft little twitch every once in a while. that was a hit. I haven't had a hit in a while. Looks like they're just biting the tail end of this and not actually getting the hook in their mouth. There, that's a fish. What is this? Hope it's a bluegill or something else. No. It's a largemouth. Alright, once again, another little largemouth. A little bit bigger than the ones I've caught before, I think, maybe by an inch or two. But it's been the story of the day. Largemouth after largemouth. Alright, so the sun is setting behind me. That is going to do it for the day. The small trout magnet worked out great today. It was my first time using it, and I really like it. So my favorite thing about this is going to be the size. So it's got a 1/64 ounce jig head, and I believe the body is only 1.5 inches. So being so small, it allows you to fish spots where some of the larger lures won't be able to get. So this lake in particular, like you've seen, lots of grasses, weeds, and lily pads all around the perimeter. And this thing had no problem getting dropped into any small hole that I found. And because it's so small, it doesn't sink to the bottom automatically like some of the larger lures. Even a 1/16 ounce, 1/32 ounce, those drop pretty quickly. This one has a nice slow drop to the bottom. It allows you to fish the part of the water column that you want more. So like I mentioned, inside here there's directions on how to use it in case you don't know. And I kind of followed them as best as I could. Just to see how it would work. So basically let it drop, but don't let it hit the bottom, and then bring it back to you slowly with 1 to 3 inch jerks of the rod. So these are made to mimic kind of insect larvae, little worms, any kind of small little insects that the fish are gonna like. Now, those larvae, worms, and all that stuff, they don't move around in the water quickly, right? They kind of drop and just kind of wiggle around there, maybe do this kind of stuff. So if you try to fish this quicker, I mean, you'll probably catch fish, but I think you'll catch a lot more fish fishing this slowly with nice, soft, slow jigs instead of kind of sharp jerks and reeling it in quickly, because that's not what it's made to imitate. So definitely recommend these. It's about $9 on Amazon. You get all of this inside there. These work great. I really like the packaging, nice and compact. I had this thing in my pocket all day. It sounded like I had Tic Tacs in my pocket, but not really complaining. They come in a lot of different colors. This is a trout magnet. They also have panfish magnet, which I believe are a little bit smaller. But as you have seen, small bass did not mind this. I was not able to get any bluegills or red ears today, which is a little unfortunate. I was hoping I would get some of those, but I mean, hey, what are you gonna do, right? So trout magnet has my recommendation for $9. You cannot go wrong. So I hope you guys like this, and I will see you next time.